Alright, in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to buy 30 to 70% under market value rentals as a doctor. Now, when buying rental properties, if you can purchase them under the market value, otherwise known as the ARV or after repair value, you can get instant equity and sometimes even refinance out all the money that you invested, essentially giving you a property for free with no money down. So if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm also going to share how you can 100% outsource the entire process of finding, renovating, and managing under market value rental properties. Now, the best way for you to find properties that are under market value is if you search for properties that are off market deals. Now, there's a number of ways that you can go about finding off market deals. The first and probably the easiest and the most accessible to everyone here is going to be through wholesalers. Now, a wholesaler is someone who markets directly to a seller. That could be through a direct mail campaign. Maybe they just call the seller up and ask them if they want to sell. They'll take them through this process, put the property in a purchase agreement at a specific price. Let's say that they agree to purchase the property for $100,000, and then what they'll do is then they'll sell that piece of paper, that agreement, purchase sale agreement, to the end buyer for maybe 110,000. So they make their profit, and then at the same time they're also passing along the benefit to the end buyer because it's so much far below the market value. Now, there is a caution here I want to make sure that I share with everybody, and that is there is a lot of bad wholesalers. So you need to learn how to view deals, you need to know how to run CMAs, or at least have someone on your team, such as a real estate agent, who can give you valuable information such as the good neighborhoods versus the bad neighborhoods, the property value, what the market rent could be, etc., etc. Now, where can you find wholesalers? There's a lot of places you can find wholesalers. The first is if you go to local real estate investor meetups. I'm sure if you go to some of the meetups, you're going to come across a lot of different wholesalers that you can start networking with and having them send you deals directly to you. The next is going to be via the internet. So if you go online and you go into Google and you search in "we buy houses in your market," so let's just say for this example you're in Charlotte, you want to search into Google "we buy houses in Charlotte, North Carolina." Google's going to pop up with a bunch of different websites, of which you can click on the websites, go to the about page, reach out to the contact and say, "Hey, I'm a cash buyer. I'd like to be added to your buyers list." And what they'll then do is they'll add your email to the buyers list. And as they get these deals, they'll start sending them to your email, so you have a steady flow of off-market properties coming to you consistently. You can also search for terms such as "sell my house fast" in XYZ market, as well as cash buyers and companies that buy houses. So the first is website or the internet. The next is if you ever see those signs on the street that say "we buy houses" and has a number attached to it, more than likely that's going to be a wholesaler. So what you can do is pick up your phone, dial the number, and just say, "Hey, I saw your sign out here. I'm actually a local buyer in this market, cash buyer, and I'd love for you to send me some of the deals that you're getting." After that, you can also go to a website called InvestorLift. InvestorLift is a great place to find a lot of off-market deals. Tons of wholesalers will put their deals up there and try to disposition them to end buyers and cash buyers, investors, etc. Another great place to find wholesalers is going to be BiggerPockets.com. BiggerPockets is a huge forum and network of real estate investors and professionals and agents where you can communicate, engage in threads, and connect with others who are interested in investing in real estate in your same markets. So that's a few different ways that you can start networking and finding wholesalers. Again, I want to caution you that all the deals, just because someone's sending you a deal, especially a wholesaler that you don't have a relationship with, doesn't mean that it's going to be a great deal. So I want to stress the importance of you looking in, doing the due diligence, looking at and getting the CMA, comparative market analysis, to determine what is the actual price of this property after the cost of the repairs and all that information. The next way that you can find off-market deals is if you actually take the position of the wholesaler and go directly to the seller. So what you could do is market directly to homeowners that maybe you're driving around a neighborhood and the property just looks a little distressed. Maybe the grass hasn't been cut in a while. There's a lot of stuff in the yard. It looks like it's just not being tended to. Maybe this could be because of late payments, or maybe it was someone who inherited the property. Whatever it is, you could reach out to that person directly and say, hey, I'm interested in buying your property, and go directly to the seller. And then between the buyer and the seller, which is yourself, you can agree on a price that is under market value. The next is going to be auctions. There's lots of different auctions you can go to and find these properties that maybe they went into foreclosure and the bank is trying to sell them before putting them on the market. So that's a great place to find some deals that are under market value. Next is also going to be realtors. So realtors sometimes will have access to networks and wholesalers and pocket listings and different things where maybe they get a property that is off market and it's under market value and they're looking for someone who can buy it quickly in cash. So networking with realtors, especially realtors and agents who work specifically with real estate investors, they'll typically have access to more deals than someone who just works with residential buyers. And then the last one is going to be actually going for sale by owners. So if you go to someone who's trying to sell their property for sale by themselves without an agent, technically you can go and negotiate that price to whatever you want it to be. So you could call up the seller and tell them, hey, I saw that you have your property for sale. I'm interested in looking at it and maybe purchasing it if we can agree on a price that makes sense for both of us. So that's a great way to find some deals. Now, once you find a property that you want to purchase, typically it will be the easiest and the smoothest if you purchase it using all cash. Now, it is possible to finance these deals out front, but typically a lender won't finance a property that is in distress or need a lot of repairs. So you'll either need to find a private lender, hard money lender, or some other lenders who work specifically with real estate professionals and that lend on deals that need a lot of work, or maybe in the situation where it is distressed or off market. Now, when you're working with a wholesaler specifically, you do need to move quickly because more than likely they have a very short deadline to close on the property. And there will also be other investors, if it's a good deal, making offers and trying to purchase that property. So it's very important when something comes up, opportunity presents itself, you need to take action just like that. Now, if you're someone who has very limited time, but you still want to build a 6 or 7 figure portfolio by acquiring 30 to 70% under market value rental properties, Physician Wealth Systems may be a perfect solution for you. Physician Wealth Systems finds, renovates, refinances, and manages your entire portfolio while you keep 100% of the equity, reap all the benefits. And if you're interested in learning more, you can go ahead and visit our website at physicianwealthsystems.com. And I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you next one.